Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to do a quick video just talking about the guns that I do and why and what guns I review and everything of the sort. So there's been a lot of, buzz around the PSA Dagger as of recently with the Trench Grenade channel, Vintage Warfare, and some other guys, some smaller YouTube channels. And this is definitely even smaller than those channels. So, I don't have really any skin in the game for anything. But I just want to talk about just the gun community in general on YouTube, gun tubers and whatnot. And I just want to be honest with the viewers and myself, to be honest. And it's why do we review some of the guns that we review? And there's some channels out there that always review the hottest, greatest, latest thing from Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, H&K, Walther, Ruger, all these, these companies, these are brands I just listed. These are brands that we know make a quality firearm. Even like the Rugers, which are on the more affordable and cheaper side, we know they're going to run because Ruger has a certain reputation that they have to uphold and they have that certain name. They just have to. So that group of handguns, why are we even really reviewing them? I mean, I get it. They release a new product, like, hey, this is a new product, and hey, yeah, it works. But then some people want to take it over the top and torture test it, hundreds of thousands of rounds, which is good. But the thing is, Glocks have been around since the 80s. The Beretta 92s have been around since the 70s, 80s. And then you got the 6 hours. I have my own picks with SIG. I don't care for them, but they're generally going to work. Ruger, same exact thing. So why do we keep focusing on channels that review these kind of guns? What I'm interested in is something like this here. This here is a TSOS 1911 Parkerized finish World War II model. I know it's not the perfect grips, but it has accurate markings there. 7-round capacity, all forged parts. This is something that we need to test. This is something that deserves to. This is being, I think they partnered with the TSOS and SDS Imports partnered with the CMP to actually work on these pistols and to use them for modeling and whatnot. So this should be a pistol that we use. Sorry about that. Had a call coming in. This is a pistol we should be reviewing more than any of the Glocks, any Beretta 92, any of these, because these are reliable platforms. Here, this is another example. Reviewing it on my channel right now. Doing, some range runs on it. It's Taurus GX4 Carry. Yes, internally it's a Glock, but it's also a Taurus, which we know the reputation of Taurus. So this is a gun that we should be testing. This gun could be absolutely fantastic. But then again, gun snobs and, but just get the Glock at that point. And if I just could keep two guns, I'm keeping my Glock 19X and my Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Those two guns gets me through anything. I got my duty gun, then I got my off-carry gun that I use just for myself. Fun, it's great, Those two handguns are the only ones I need. But someone who enjoys the hobby of firearms and whatnot, I want to see what guns are out there and have like an extra backup or just something to have fun with. So that's where I start getting into like the SDS Imports TSOS and the Taurus GX4s and the PSAs and the Canics. These are the kind of guns that we actually need to test. And I know that the Canics and the CZs have gone through, the NATO testing and all that stuff, and they seem to be fine. I still think because they are relatively new guns, and we're talking about like 1911 has been around 100 years. TSOS should not be getting this wrong. SDS Imports should not be getting this wrong. However, let's test and find out. These are really budget-minded guns. It's like $350 to $450 for a good 1911. Here, a Glock pattern about the size of a SIG X Macro Tac Ops. This here is like $300 or $350 tops, and has a fantastic trigger. Can come in optics ready, different colors. Has a chassis system just like the SIGs. Why not test this gun? Why aren't there more large YouTube channels wanting to talk about something like this or the TSOS? Here's an example of a gun that we probably really don't need to even talk about. This is my Shield Plus I've been talking about, my everyday carry. Fantastic option. We don't really need to test this. We don't need to test this. We don't need to test the 6-hour 365s. Hellcats are fine. We need to be testing more along the lines of the Canics and the Tauruses. Because if we're being honest, if those guns perform, then they're taking business away from these larger companies like Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, Springfield Armory, Shadow Systems even. So I'm not saying there can't be a problem with Taurus, PSA, but that's why we have to test them. That's why we have to shoot them. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Really just talking about what guns should we actually be paying attention to and reviewing, because there's a lot of gun tubers out there that will just Glock, 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 or Sig, Sig, Sig. Why? We know they work. It's simple. You know, yeah, it's like if you're gonna get one gun that you're gonna keep and like be the one gun that you own, Glock's not a bad option. But what if someone's budget is not $600 for a Glock and mags and ammunition? What if they have a lower budget and this Taurus here is more their speed? And to be honest, does feel better in the hand than a Glock, especially as a gun that can do a bit of everything. This gun is the right size. So this should be a gun we test, because the consumer market may actually favor this one over just the Glocks. And internally, it is a Glock. So we should test the quality of the build and the components used. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. I hope to be doing another range video here coming pretty soon, and I'll have a rifle build coming here pretty soon too, probably in a week or two. So I hope y'all stay tuned to the channel. If there's anything y'all want me to talk about, get an opinion of, and just a Q&A, or you know, guns I should review, please leave it in the comments. And trust me, I read your comments. I'll try to respond to them the best I can. So we'll just go from there. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. God bless y'all.